And game 2 of TWA versus TSYMQ. We will see, can TWA win this game and take themselves back to finals versus Reign, or do we get a game 3? For the side of TWA, we've got Lucian comboed with Smoke Yu Yang, Goliath, Wooster, Legendary Hindi, and a Devastation. That's the spicy pick. We'll talk about that in a sec. For the side of TSYMQ, we've got Z52, Z42, Edgar, Clausewitz, Colbert, Salem, Clausewitz. And so some thoughts here.
We must be free, not because we claim freedom, but because we practice it.
So, some initial thoughts here. First thing to pay attention to is Devastation. Why the Devastation? Well, Devastation is the Tier 11, or super ship more accurately termed, British battleship. It has a boatload of HE, and that is going to smash Colbert's, Salem's, Clausewitz's, and DD's. So how well it does is going to be really big. The other thing is it print a ship mechanic. So just like the Conqueror, print a ship. That's going to give a real big advantage on this map to TWA. Wooster, Hindenburg, Goliaths are pretty standard. That's a lot of just health on that side. And then you've got a little bit over here. Anyway, plans we're going to see. Yu Yang, Wooster out here to look. They may stop more accurately there. We'll see. Hindenburg is going to probably... Hindenburg has to make a choice. The line he's taking, he may end up here, but they may also just send him at an island. I don't see that. I think he's got to actually turn out the more I look at it. Lucian will cut to Cap. Goliaths will come with him, and either they'll take the long road out, or they'll do a shortcut in here. We'll see. For the side of TSYMQ, you're going to see Z42 and Edgar go this way, and then smoke area denial here. Clausewitz going to position himself somewhere in this area to deny it, and then you're going to, once again, you're going to have Clausewitz here, Colbert here, and they're going to look for the farm. And you can see what I talked about happening. Hindenburg looks like he's just going straight in. Hindenburg looks like he's just going straight in, but we're going to see how this goes. Here, Z52 already into the cap. No spotting yet. Hindenburg does go in. He goes to the spot I originally thought. I was like, no, that's too aggressive. But no, they're going to shove him in there for TWA. We'll see how it goes. TSYMQ trying to land shots on there. Not going to hit. And you can see the Devastation shells coming in. We'll see. These ones are going to miss. But that's 16 guns of just scary, scary HE. To watch. And you see the shots in here on the Hindenburg. They do manage to get the cap with him, because the Z52 of Requiem retreats out. Now he's trying to sit there. The challenge is, does he have enough protection from these shells coming in? Shells come in. They get some hits, but it's a 2-to-1 cap lead for TWA. They're up 40,000 health. A lot of that courtesy of that Devastation, remember? And he's got a really nice positioning there where he's just locked in. He can't leave, really, but he's just locked in, and he's just going to sit there and stay and do what he can. Problem if he tries to leave is just everybody trying to farm him. And Devastation opening up on the Colbert. YQ moving out. Does have a gun broke there briefly. He'll see those torps, so that's part of why he moves out. And you can see there, 4 shots in, 8,000 off. Colbert just hurt. IKEA does get dark for a moment. Shots come back in. Does damage a torp. Down 14,000 health. He'll heal back up to about 53k. And here's that smoke. So they get the ability to go aggressive out here because of positioning. Watch the Colbert and Clausewitz now. See what they get onto Kinnymod. Kinnymod's just going to sit there in that Yu Yang smoke. And we look out here, and so the strategy we originally talked about has changed a little bit. Lucian coming back because they know that the vast majority of ships are down here. So their focus right now is force the Colbert and Clausewitz back, try to kill off the Colbert, and take control. Once they take control, they can then push and set up a line here, which means that there's no access in here to see, and the Salem becomes the focus target afterwards. Goliaths are now starting to move. They're saying, hey, we can move. So you might see them do a split or push the same way, but they have the two separate options they can do, and they're going to focus on getting the Clausewitz down because they can heal. So we're going to keep an eye on this as it moves forward. You can see that radar there. Colbert has gone back to safety. Clausewitz didn't take any damage. Worcester actually cutting back for now, but we'll see how that continues. And watch this Edgar moving across the map. Edgar gets spotted. That could be very painful. 100-point lead, though, for the side of TWA. And so we'll see what they do with that. I mean, we continue to watch it here. You can see the Clausewitz moving forward, the Colbert moving forward. They do have radar of the Edgar that's giving them a spot into Kinnymod, and Kinnymod may actually be in danger here. You've got the Edgar opening up onto him. Kinnymod trying to retreat out, but he is still stuck there, and he takes a big smack from the Salem there. Watch these shots from the Salem. He's got to try to run. That radar still has 20 seconds left on it. Kinnymod in major danger, actually, here of going down. Shells in, 17k. He's got the heal going, but the heal's about to dissipate down to 14,000, and they're just going to chase him down. And this has been a really nice play by TSYMQ. They get the jump, actually. The Lucian moves back, but he's cut away heading towards B. And there goes Kinnymod. TSYMQ claims first blood. And now, that advantage I talked about is still there, but I have to wonder. You had the Lucian coming over, he's backed away, Salem there, that's going to force the Hindi out, and Goliath still haven't made much progress, and now you've got this whole group here that's ready to push up north. The Devastation will survive for quite a while because he's a Devastation, he has so much health, but this is going to make C open and ripe for the Salem to just shove in on this island and take if he wants. If you can see the Hindenburg of IKEA taking damage, TWA in danger. Salem steps into the cap. That'll hold the points lead at just 140. Like I said, that Devastation though. 99,000 health, 4 heals. He can do a lot. And now you have B being countered back by TWA. The Goliath of Point has taken a lot of damage. The fact that he's already down 21,000 health. Clausewitz, though, same amount of damage, and remember, there's 2 Goliaths, 1 Clausewitz. And the other Clausewitz is way far away from being able to assist here. And so the cap is taken. That'll tick it over to a lead for the side of TSYMQ in points. But this cap's about to be entered by the Lucian. That'll still be a 120-point lead. And now you don't have access to B. So you've got to move everything across, and you got to do it quick, or else you are going to lose.
Everything is at stake. The enemy's victory draws near.
And so we watch this, and there's the cap taken, and so that points lead back 2.5 minutes until victory. Clausewitz of FLS about to go down. TWA has managed to take B with that cap. Point Goliath gets the finish along with the Hindenburg of IKEA, and that is down to 1:48. Here comes the move. You can see that devastation. I mean, they're burning him down quickly. He's down, 36,000 health already, but remember, he can just use the magic apprenticeship button. Hindenburg going to be pinched here, so watch, because what you're going to see here most likely is you're going to see Salem come around this way. Edgar looks like he's going to go north, but he's got to watch out because here comes the devastation back, and then Z52 cutting south, and here come these shots. And you can see 20,000 off the Edgar in one go. It's just brutal. Now, Goliath the Point is down to 14k, but he's going to get himself behind an island and out of ability to farm. He does have a heal coming up in 3 seconds, so he will be fine. Down to 9,000, gets the heal off, pops it. He's going to print up to about 30,000 health. And now comes the challenge. Z52 moving. He wants to kill IKEA. He comes around the edge. Here come the shots. The shots aren't enough to get the kill. Second set in. Still got his torp tubes. There's set 1. He's trying to get around for set 2, but man, it's taken an awful lot to get around. He drops set 2. He can't get the angle on him. IKEA with a masterful play. That will do it as well because they're not able to kill the Hindi. And that is game. TWA wins 2-0, sets up their rematch in the winners grand finals with the side of Rain. Grand finals will be TWA versus Rain.